Y'all see what's going on? Belt the ass. Belt the ass. Stop all that. Move it. You gonna listen. Get your ass. Tackle. PTA, belt the ass. Y'all see what's going on? Lions Den. If y'all listen next week, it's gonna be a third fucking night. Belt the ass. Talking about we was gonna lose. That's news to me. Belt the ass.
I'm trying to pray, but
Yeah.
Welcome to the BJack 70 show. I'm your host, Brandon Jackson. And video said it all. Lions put belt the ass on the Ravens. Derrick Henry fumbled the game away once again. Left Lamar Jackson out to dry. Yeah, man. We'll talk about it. But man, it's Tuesday. It's Takeaway Tuesday. Not gonna do a full recap like I did, doing a little something different. By the time this video is out, you've seen the recaps, you've seen everybody else talk about each game individually. I'm gonna go through a couple things. I'm gonna talk about the Browns, and then I'm gonna go into Takeaway Tuesday, my 3 takeaways of this weekend in the NFL, and I'm gonna finish up with my top five teams so far through 3 weeks in the NFL. Um, we might do that every week, maybe do it every couple of weeks. We'll see. We'll see how it goes when I'm gonna give you my top 5 teams at the end of this video. But before we get into that, appreciate you watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you're watching, wherever you're listening. I appreciate you, but let's get right into it. Um, this is, I'm a Cleveland Browns fan. I'm a Cleveland born, Cleveland bred, Cleveland raised guy. And I came on here, Brandon's Bets, and I said the Packers would cover the 7.5. I said Browns would barely score 3 points. Um, and I'm man enough to come on here and tell you that I was wrong. Because I was wrong. The Browns went ahead and scored 13 whole points. 13 points. And guess what? That got them a victory. That was enough to get them the win against the Green Bay Packers. That defense is amazing. Myles Garrett, Defensive Player of the Year, that's feeling really good right now. Jordan Love MVP not feeling so great right now, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about the Cleveland Browns right now. The 1-2 Cleveland Browns beat one of the best teams in the National Football League, Green Bay Packers, a team with a dynamite defense, seemingly the only team with a defense comparable to what the Cleveland Browns can bring every Sunday. Them giving up however many points they gave up to Baltimore, notwithstanding. This defense is top flight. It's elite. You don't want to see it. You don't want to play it. I don't care who you are as a team. You come to Cleveland, you're gonna walk away, you're gonna feel it. It's gonna be physical, and you're gonna have to work and earn everything that you get against the Cleveland defense. Now, your defense, whoever you are, against the Browns offense, you'll probably find success. But as far as the Cleveland Browns defense goes, unreal. Myles Garrett, unreal. Carson Schwarzenegger, unbelievable. Grant Delpit, great. Denzel Ward, one of the best in the league. Man, it's a pleasure and it's amazing and it's a privilege to watch this defense work. Because they shut the Packers down. Like, Jordan Love didn't have a terrible game by any means. Like, if you look at the stat line was okay, minus the interception, but they kept the top on the defense, made him Like Green Bay scored 10 points and they had to earn every bit of that 10 points they got. Um, but man, we know what happened. Andre Schmidt, excuse me, uh, went ahead, walked it off with a 55-yard field goal, and really, what I want to talk about isn't even the fact that the Browns won or the fact that the defense is so good right now. What I want to talk about is Andrew Berry and the job that Andrew Berry has done with this 2025 draft class. Nothing short of spectacular so far. Through 3 weeks of the NFL season, it looks like he's hit a slam dunk home run. Let's just go through it. Let's just go through it. So first of all, you got the trade back, trading out of the 2 spot, trading away Travis Hunter basically to go back, get a first round pick, and then still acquire Mason Graham. Mason Graham got, I don't know if it was a full sack, but he got at least his first partial sack this week, and he looks great. He's looking very good. He's looking like a very good defensive tackle. Um, and when you compare it to what Travis Hunter is looking like in Jacksonville, um, for a regular like first round like top 5 pick, he like Travis Hunter isn't looking terrible because he played like he showed some flashes on defense. As far as what they're doing with him on offense, how they're utilizing him, like he's Greg Dortch. I don't know what they're doing, what they're thinking about. Like I don't know what the thought process is over there. He's been he's been fine. It doesn't look good on the stat sheet, but he's been fine. Mason Graham has exceeded the expectations of what we thought the trade was going to be on draft day, myself included. I wanted Travis Hunter so bad. I wanted him to be a Cleveland Brown, but Andrew Berry knows what he's doing. Traded back, got Mason Graham, and got a first round pick. It was the exact right thing to do. It was the right thing to do, at least how we see it through 3 weeks. And then you move on. You go to Carson Swessinger, Quinshon Judkins in the second round. Quinshon started off rough. It started off rough. Um, at this point, doesn't seem like the NFL is gonna take any action against him, suspend him, do anything. Doesn't seem like that's gonna happen at this point. So if he's free and clear, he's gonna be the starting running back for this team. I think the backfield is in good hands. I really loved Quinshon coming out of Ohio State. Loved him when he was at Ole Miss. Was so happy when Ohio State got him out of the transfer portal. Um, and he's showing why. Like he was shifty and explosive when the Browns needed it. The Browns win this game because of because of their defense, an interception from Grant Delpit, kicks from Andre Schmidt, and runs like big big run for a first down and then a huge explosive run for another first down from Quinshon Judkins. That's the reason that they were able to be in this game and won this game. Judkins was a big part of that. Swessinger on the other side, everywhere. If the ball is in play, he's around the ball. I I like he wasn't like his name was on my radar during draft season, but from where they picked him, number one pick of the second round, I wouldn't have picked him there. And I would have been wrong. He's going to be a mainstay of this Cleveland Browns defense for the next 10 years. They got their green dot, got their future captain, got their is I'm hyping praise on him right now, but he's like their Luke Kuechly. He's their Fred Warner. He's their whoever you want to call middle linebacker. Their Bobby Wagner. He's that guy, and we already know it. 3 weeks in, we know it already. If God willing, JOK ever can come back to football and play football next to him, this is gonna be a problem for anybody that comes into Brown Stadium and wants to play football. It's gonna be an issue if they ever get JOK and Schlesinger playing together. Then you got Harold Fannin. Harold Fannin might be the only skill player on the offense that can get open when Joe Flacco goes back to pass. That was a great pick in the third round. Everybody loved Harold Fannin. I think he ran a slow 40. So he ran a slow 40. Everybody loved him, ran a slow 40. Now nobody wants him. We'll take him. We'll take him. Don't care what you run in the 40. What do you do when there's pads on? This is what he does when there's pads on. Breaks multiple tackles and gets first downs when the team needs him. When the team needed a play, he made a play. Like if you watch Kevin Stefanski talk about in the post game in the locker room, he said a leader needed to step up and make a play, and that's what Grant Delpit did. On the other side, Harold Fannin is a rookie, and he stepped up and made a play when this team needed a play. And then you got Aiden Huntington. Um, what a find that was! Also at defensive tackle, um, playing fullback on goal line and short yardage on the kickoff team. Like this, Andrew Berry. I got to give Andrew Berry his props, man. Like he saw the vision. He knew what he was doing. Um, Isaiah Bond. I think Isaiah Bond is going to be okay. I said Fannin was the only person that could get open. I think Isaiah Bond can get open. They just got to be able to give him the ball. Um, oh yeah, forgot to mention this. DeJuan Jones out for the season. Um, that's very unfortunate. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. Um, I was talking about him being in a rotation, coming out of the game at left tackle. That's something you don't do, but now it's a moot point. Um, he's gone for the year, so hopefully he can make a full recovery, come back better, come back stronger, come back to whatever the team needs him to come back as. Um, you know, prayers up to him. Hate to see that happen. Hate to see anybody get injured. Um, but yeah, so going back to this draft class, man, AB hit a master class with this draft class. And God forbid one of these quarterbacks that they took is good. Doesn't matter, I'm taking my Shador Stan hat and I'm taking it off, putting Browns fan hat on. If either one of these quarterbacks is good, if Dylan Gabriel just happens to actually be really good, this will be like the greatest draft class in team history. But as it stands right now, it's already excellent because we can even through 3 weeks of football, we know Mason Graham is good. We know Schlesinger is good. We know Judkins is good. You want to see Fannin keep going. You want to see Bond do some things. But those top three, that top three is locked and loaded. Locked and loaded. Um, yeah, it's great to see. It's great to see. I can't I can't speak well enough about what Andrew Barry has done in the time that he's been here. Um, Kevin Stefanski coaching this team. This Browns team, like the Browns team from 2020, the Browns team in 2024 loses that game going away very easily like on Sunday. They lose that game very easily. Um, would have stayed 10-0, would have gone up to 17, 24-0 like that. The team last year is not in this game. Not even in this game, let alone win it. This this defense is so good. The defense is so good. They we might have to think, well, I don't want to get too ahead of myself because the offense is still bad. This offensive line didn't give Joe Flacco any time. The receivers need to do a better job when they get the opportunities. They got to make the plays. If Joe Flacco has enough time to make plays, get them the ball, they got to catch it. They got to finish it. You got to make a play for your quarterback when you can. So I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but this defense is elite. Yeah, so let's get right into Takeaway Tuesday. Takeaway Tuesday. First takeaway. The Chargers are real. They're 3-0. Justin Herbert is, I don't even know what to describe Justin Herbert. The play that he made getting out of a sack, throwing across his body for a touchdown to Keenan Allen on Sunday afternoon. Not a lot of people can make that play. Maybe Josh Allen can make that play. I don't know if anybody else in the league can make that play. Historically, I don't know how many quarterbacks can make that play. Cam Newton, maybe, maybe. Um, yeah, Justin Herbert is, every whatever I had him ranked, it wasn't high enough. He's top five. He's top five, and he's playing like it. He's showing it. Finally, putting it front and center for everybody to see. This Chargers team is something to be reckoned with. Um, they were able to pull it out on Sunday. They were able to pull it out on Sunday. They're 3-0. Omarion Hampton is finding his groove. Quinn Johnston looks like a completely different, not even a completely different player. He's just catching the ball now because he's been open a lot and just dropped wide open catches. But now that he's catching the wide open plays, um, he's turning into a really good player. Keenan Allen hasn't lost a step, looking like he did when he left Los Angeles. Um, Lad McConkey doesn't have the numbers, but he's been open. Um, just like a couple misfires here and there, but I think he'll get it going, and I think he'll eventually start getting the stats and the numbers that you're expecting from him. I think those will start to take hold very soon. Um, yeah, this Chargers team, Jim Harbaugh, man, he's coaching these boys up, man. He got them to do what they're doing. Joe Alt moving to left tackle, losing Rashawn Slater. They lost Makai Becton during the game. I'm really super impressed. Lost Khalil Mack last week at what they've been able to do Derwin James, still balling, still one of the best safeties in the league over there. Like, hey, don't forget about me. I'm Derwin James. I'm an all pro. Don't hey, I'm still here. I'm still kicking. I'm still balling. Um, they've just been overshadowed. They've underachieved for the talent level that's been on their team, and they've been in the same division with the Chiefs, made the playoffs and lost round one over and over again. If they even make it, um, but I think this year might be different. They might they're I mean they're 3-0. They're in contention for the one seed. Still super early. A whole lot of football left, but um yeah, man. We'll see. We'll see what it goes. See how it goes for them. Takeaway number two: the Chiefs and the Ravens are in a similar spot. They're both 1-2. They play each other week 4. Their quarterbacks are great, and we know from what we've seen historically that the quarterbacks are great. Both of these quarterbacks are Hall of Famers. I don't care what you're going to say about Lamar Jackson. He has 2 MVPs that literally makes him a Hall of Famer. Look it up. I've talked about it numerous times. That makes him a Hall of Famer. Anyway, great quarterbacks, but the rest of the team is questionable. Both of these guys are like you can see it when you watch them that they themselves are good. But Lamar Jackson, you got Derrick Henry fumbling the ball, giving games away. You got an offensive line that's given up 7 sacks to the Detroit Lions. Mahomes, you got penalty after penalty after penalty. Their defense is getting better, but they just played they played Russell Wilson and a Jalen Hurts that didn't throw the ball down the field. Like their pass defense got cut up by Justin Herbert throwing the ball all over creation. But when they played Russ and Jalen Hurts, they did look a little better, but it's still questionable. We'll see what they look like against the Ravens and going forward. But both of these teams are a little shaky, you know what I'm saying? Like a little iffy. Um, but we still believe in them because their quarterbacks are so great. And it's going to be an interesting matchup to watch these teams go against each other. Um, because they both need the win dramatically. The Chiefs need the win because they're 1-2. Their division, like, is already on the line. They lost the tiebreaker to the Chargers already. If they go, if they drop to 1-3, they're gonna have to try to dig themselves out of a hole, and they probably won't be able to get out of it, especially with how the Chargers are playing right now. I just like, of course, I just talked about them. Takeaway one, like the Chargers are for real. So the Chiefs go down 1-3, and they're like 1-3, and the Chargers end up 3-1, 4-0, and continue on that pathway. They're not going to win the division. They're not going to get their one seed is probably gone. Like one seed is already gone. They want to try to come back and win the division, but if they drop this game, that's going to be damn near impossible to do. Baltimore, on the other hand, um, Steelers 2-1. I think the Steelers. So the Ravens aren't in as dire of a situation in their division. They're 1-2. Bengals and Steelers are both 2-1. Um, but we don't really believe in the Steelers, and the Bengals just put up maybe the worst performance that we've ever seen, getting blown out 48-3. So the Ravens situation isn't as dire, but no team wants to be 1-3 after 4 weeks. Like that's just obviously not somewhere that you want to be. And like I said, it's going to be very, very, very interesting to see both of these teams face off week 4. You know, maybe it's going to be such a big game. This will probably be included in Brandon's bets, even though it shouldn't. Um, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. And then takeaway number 3. Takeaway number 3. Um, Speaking of quarterbacks in similar situations, I think that of all the quarterbacks playing on earth currently, NFL quarter NFL, college, high school, wherever, flag football, wherever you play football, there's only 7 good quarterbacks on earth right now, active. So, not counting Tom Brady, because if I was counting Tom Brady, it'd probably be 8 still. Um, but active quarterbacks right now, I think it's 7 good quarterbacks in the league. And this is in no order. This is in no order. But Mahomes, Lamar, Josh Allen, Jared Goff, Jalen Hurts, Justin Herbert, and Baker Mayfield. This, I know on this channel, I did a whole quarterback ranking, and Joe Burrow's injured, Jaden's injured. Um, I did a whole ranking, and I sat down, I ranked my quarterbacks, I thought it out. It took me a long time to do it, long time to record it, and I gotta throw the whole top 10 away because I'm looking at the league right now, and if I would have said this 48 hours ago, Hertz wouldn't have been on here. But the comeback, what he showed in the comeback, he can throw that football around. Philadelphia just doesn't want him to do it for whatever reason. Um, that's on them, I guess. Um, but there's 7 good quarterbacks. Mahomes, we know. Lamar, we've seen it. Josh Allen, we've seen it. Jared Goff, I'm going to give him a pass on what happened during the Green Bay Packers game because I think the Browns and the Packers have the best defenses in the league. So we'll see what he does against the Browns in 2 weeks. But him going against the Packers didn't like it wasn't fair. But he's um since week 1, he's come out and he's done what? Yeah, scored 52 and 38 points. And he doesn't have touchdowns for all of those points, but he's the one engineering these drives. So gotta have gotta have Jared Goff on there. Jalen Hurts I talked about. Justin Herbert I've talked about. Baker Mayfield, I I'm objective. If I'm nothing else, I am objective. Baker Mayfield is playing great. He's playing great, and he's a top 7 quarterback in this league, man. Well, at least right now, at least with Joe Burrow injured, at least with Jaden Daniels injured, and we haven't seen like a big game from Jaden yet. Um, so I'll say he's a top 10. Baker's a top 10 quarterback. I can't deny it. I can't deny it anymore. Um, I got to give him his props. Props to him. Um, he's been leading game-winning drives already, like seemingly all year already. Um, he went out and threw 41 touchdowns last season, and He's backing it up. He's backing it up. Like he's proving that it wasn't a fluke. We'll see what it looks like with no Mike Evans. But they're gonna get if they're gonna lose Mike Evans, but seemingly get Chris Godwin back and Emeka Ibuka. Emeka Ibuka is looking like a real superstar already. But but yeah, Baker's getting the ball. Baker's getting his receivers the ball. He's making plays. He scrambled on Sunday against the Jets for a first down, and he finally looked as fast as he thinks he is. If you are a Cleveland Browns fan, you've seen the clip of him high stepping against the Minnesota Vikings trying to get a first down and not get there. You've seen that clip and you know the clip I'm talking about. On this play against the Jets on Sunday, he decided to take off. Like I think he pump faked and like juked the defender and just straight line ran for the first down. And he was legitimately fast. And I was like, wow. He he really was fast as he thought he was way back when he did it against Minnesota. Like his body finally has caught up to his brain. And honest to God, that is like one of the best compliments I can give him. He's been playing great. He's been playing awesome. And I have to give credit where credit is due. So, shout out to Baker Mayfield. And lastly, before we get out of here, I'm going to give you what I think are my top 5 NFL teams so far through 3 weeks, including the Monday night game. So I'm just list them out. Number 1, Los Angeles Chargers. Number 2, the Buffalo Bills. Number 3, Philadelphia Eagles, defending champs. Number 4, the Green Bay Packers. And number 5, the Detroit Lions. Now I know, I left out the Bucks are 3-0, the Colts are 3-0, and for once in my life, not listing the Bucks here, even though they're 3-0, isn't Baker Mayfield shade. It's everything else shade. Like the defense gave up like 27 or 29 points to New York Jets with Tyrod Taylor, excuse me. Um and they've been in close games all year. Like they had a real close game with the Houston Texans. Texans look kind of ass. I'm sorry, Texans look kind of stinky. So I'm gonna hold that against them. And as far as the Colts go, it's gonna take a lot more of Daniel Jones doing what he's been doing for me to believe. But I will say Indiana Jones is one of the best nicknames I've ever seen for an NFL player. I can't lie. It's it's really cool. I'm not like I that's all I can say about it. It's really cool. Um but I'm gonna need to see a lot more out of Daniel Jones for me to believe that he's real and that the Colts are real. But but yeah, I got the Packers at 4 because they beat the Lions, and I got the Lions at 5. I think the Lions are gonna get rolling here. They just beat the Ravens. This offense is clicking on all cylinders. Um, I don't know if it was the Ravens O line or what, but that pass rush, Aiden Hutchinson he was looking like all pro form, making plays, making Derrick Henry fumble, getting sacks. Like the defensive line and those linebackers pursued Lamar Jackson like nobody else has because Lamar is like stepping up in the pocket and he's getting ready to go for one of those 20-yard runs that he likes to pull off. as he pulls off like multiple times, they shoelace tackle him, and they save. They I can't even tell you how many yards that they saved by bringing him down in the backfield like that. So I think the Lions defense will be good enough. The Lions offense is looks like it's back to form, even though there's no Ben Johnson. Still got the parts. Still got the parts. Jared Goff playing amazing. Jameson Williams didn't really do too much. But Amon-Ra St. Brown, still great. Jahmyr Gibbs, great. David Montgomery, great. Penei Sewell on the right side, just caving stuff in. Yeah, this offense is still where it needs to be. Packers, the defense is too good for me to not have this team in the top five. I think Jordan Love will figure it out. I'm gonna cut Jordan Love some slack because he was playing against the Cleveland Browns, and this Cleveland Browns defense is also elite. So I'm gonna cut him a little slack. Packers lost, but I still think they're good. Eagles still they're finding ways to win. They keep finding ways to win. Jalen Hurts is good. AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Saquon Barkley is always going to be hard to stop, no matter what. Eagles found that out. Rams found that out the hard way. Um, Bills got Josh Allen. They've built the whole plane out of Josh Allen. Their defense is a little sus. Um, they got some injuries on defense. Get Matt Milano back. Get Ed Oliver back. But they got Josh Allen. They got James Cook. As long as they got those two dudes on offense, they got a great offensive line. They'll be okay. Joe Brady's still calling the plays. As long as they got all that, they'll be quite okay. And then the Chargers, talked about the Chargers already. Justin Herbert, Hampton, McConkey, Keenan Allen, QJ, even they're doing their thing. They're 3-0. They're beating real teams. So, but that's all. That's what I got for you. Takeaway Tuesday. Hope you guys like it. Hope you guys enjoy it. Um, on this channel, man, we're gonna be here on the channel. I'm dropping every Tuesday, Takeaway Tuesday, and every Friday. So Tuesday, Friday, be on the lookout. It'll be on your feed when you wake up on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, on YouTube if you want to watch the video. It'll be here for you Tuesday morning, Friday morning. Tuesday morning, Friday morning. Friday morning, I'm bringing you Brandon's bets, and then we'll talk about whatever else we need to talk about going into the weekend. But yeah, hope you enjoyed Takeaway Tuesday. I appreciate you watching. Again, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and until the next one, we'll see you.